Vamos a aprovechar, estamos aquí, cervezas, Coca-Colas. So, nunca siempre me liáis con estas cosas. ¿English o Spanish? ¿Qué cojones hago?
Las dos cosas.
Las dos cosas.
No, pero eso traduce.
English for Jeff. English for Jeff. Jeff still doesn't. I mean, Spanish for Jeff is still a little bit
I'm okay understanding, but I can't speak. I can't speak, but I can understand some of it. When I was doing the panel yesterday and David was translating. By the way, you're a master translator. Master translator. I spoke for like 7 or 8 minutes and he remembered everything.
We're training that.
Unbelievable. But some of the questions I understood. I understood some of the questions, so I can kind of understand. But please, English would be good.
I know. I know the only problem is with the beer, how the English is going to come out from my mouth, and I don't know.
Keep drinking.
Probably it will improve a lot. No, I mean, we're just starting. I mean, we are having this little chat here with Jeff's team and everybody here, and also part of the Mosma team, and we just wanted to take the chance to share and to talk with you a little bit.
Sure.
Informal stuff, please.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, if you want to swear or something because you feel like, do it.
Oh, I swear.
We'll try to include as much as possible.
Okay.
I get under the table.
Exactly. And the first thing, how everything, I mean, just being here, you're doing rehearsals, you're being on the panel. So how are you feeling here?
I'm just starting to not be jet lagged. I've had terrible jet lag. I didn't sleep at all 2 nights ago. So today is the first day I slept all night, and I woke up and I was like, oh, I think I feel kind of like a normal person. You know, it's interesting. Everyone here is so kind and so nice and so open and wanting everybody. And I mean, all of you people and then everybody outside has all been very nice. And I've never been to Spain before in my whole life. So I've been to a lot of places in Europe, but I've never experienced this culture. And I find it to be very relaxing. I find it to be very and very enticing and very open and very gracious.
Yeah.
And I've been having such a good time.
That's good. We try to be familiar.
Yeah.
And close. Yeah. And the same.
Especially with the beer.
With the beer. I mean, just a beer, just a wine.
A little closer. A little closer.
Yeah. Well, depends. At certain times at night, probably. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Good thing, I want to know. I mean, your big rehearsal today, your music in there. How are you feeling? I mean, you're going to be playing your music, hearing and conducting.
Well, it's interesting. So this will be my first time conducting in a live situation. I've done a lot of conducting in the studio, you know, for picture and looking at picture and having to think about many things and doing it as we were talking about before, splitting things up and doing, you know, strings and then winds and then percussion separately. So when you get, but I have a background in live music because I've been playing in a band for my whole life. So it's the first time I've had to take that knowledge and put it in this orchestral setting and trying to lead a band that's bigger than any band I've ever had to lead before. Like usually when I'm leading a band, it's like 4 people on stage or 5 people on stage. So the first rehearsal, I felt a little, I was a little tentative. And I think then we did a rehearsal yesterday with a smaller group. There was like 12 or 14 of us, maybe 12 of us. And it was much easier for me to communicate with everybody. And once I did that, scaling it up to today felt much easier. And I think I was able to communicate with everybody a little better. Obviously it's a little interesting because the language barrier. You know, I'm assuming some people in the orchestra speak English, and some people probably do not speak English at all. And when I say something, they're like asking, helping each other out. But in the end, you know, the band is great. Like so everything is sounding really good. And today was the first time we had played. I didn't get to do the other 2 suites. I worked a lot on the Star Trek suite on the first day, but today we worked a lot on the Fargo suite. And I thought it sounded really. They really play in a very European style, and that particular suite and that particular music for me is in a very European style, and they play that way, and it felt right, and it felt great.
Yeah.
Come on!
do you have a favorite? I mean, the audience will have definitely they will have their favorites, but for you, would you have a favorite for the concert?
Well, I'm partial to Fargo. I'm partial to the score that I wrote for Fargo. It holds a very special place in my heart.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I love all the music that I'm playing. But there's something about Fargo that I connect with on some deep sort of Eastern, because my roots are Eastern European, so I sort of connect to it on a guttural level, on a very guttural level.
Yeah.
So I think that's why I feel that way.
No, I mean, I was talking with Oscar because we were talking when we were coming here to the restaurant, and Fargo sounded great.
It really is.
And it's kind of such an emotional piece, and Latin areas, so it's perfect.
Yeah.
But I have one question to ask, okay? They are asking me for it.
Okay.
It's about Legion.
Okay.
Okay. What did you smoke?
What did you
He can't answer that question, sorry.
The public
I did enough of that. I did enough of that. I'm gonna eat well. It's fine. It's good.
By the way, I love this TV show. I love.
I did enough of that when I was a kid that it held over.
An older kid, not when he was like very.
No, when I was like 20. Now I'm 22. But oh my god.
It was disposable, eh?
But I'll say, I read a book. There's a book called Oliver Sacks wrote a book. It's called Hallucinations, and it explains there's an entire chapter on what audio hallucinations might sound like. And I read that, and I was inspired by how he was describing what that was. And then, I got this synthesizer. I smoked a little weed, and it's legal in California.
Just medical stuff.
It's illegal here in Spain, but not in California.
Exactly.
It's illegal here?
Yeah, illegal.
Yeah.
It's illegal.
Illegal.
Not even medical reasons too.
So it's legal in California.
Yeah.
So I haven't done anything wrong.
So please don't come here.
Right.
Don't expect the police to arrive right now.
I don't have any. And a couple of nights with whiskey also help.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't really rely on that. I rely on my ability to turn knobs and try and find some interesting sound. But a lot of times it's like you work through the night, 4 o'clock in the morning, and you're really tired. You're like, oh, that's it. That'll do it too.
Yeah. But now,
You want the last question?
Okay.
It's not Thai food.
It's all good.
Lunch. Thai lunch.
Pregúntale por cómo conocía vuestra.
Okay. That's a
Hay que preguntárselo porque.
Okay.
Este es, ¿verdad?
¿Cómo era el nombre?
No me acuerdo.
John Henderson.
No, John Henderson no.
Oye.
The actor who was in How I Met Your Mother.
Oh, yeah.
The actor is your brother.
Let me tell you a funny story. I'm going to tell you a funny story.
Okay, go ahead.
I was on a plane, okay? Sitting down on a plane, and the person sits behind me, taps on my shoulder, and he says, "You're that guy on How I Met Your Mother." I said to him, "No, I'm not. I'm sorry, I'm not." He was like, "No, come on, you are. I said, no, really, I'm not." And then he looked at me and was like, "Dick." And then he turned around and walked away like I was lying to him. But in fact, I'm not the guy on How I Met Your Mother.
You are Keanu Reeves.
I'm not.
Either.
I'm not Keanu Reeves either.
Jeff Russo.
Yes.
You don't regret taking the picture with the fan, so he could put it on social networks,
Yeah, he can do it.
and everybody will take a look and say, "Hey, this
That's
is not the
that
guy."
then I am a dick. Then I'm that guy who tried to fake being that guy. I don't want to do that.
Showed him your license.
Bueno, vamos a despedirnos ya.
Que vamos a comer, que
Vamos a
estamos ya. Mira, ya se acaba hasta la cerveza, tío.
Que se come Jeff Russo todo el jamón.
Jeff, thank you very much. Thank you for coming. And
So much fun. So much fun. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Pleasure.
Yana, thank you.
Adiós.
Adiós.
Te adoro.
Yo también.
No, gracias.
Bueno, adiós chicos.
A ver, jamón, venga.
Adiós.